Lieutenant Star, that is not the conversation we are having today. All right? The conversation we are having today is about Vaush, Tipster, Ethan Klein, and Keffels. I understand my chat squirrels a lot, but we ain't squirreling today.
The people are demanding the DMs. I mean, again, I don't mind showing it. I just don't want it to be boring. I don't know. I mean,
that's why I was saying to show. I mean, people could pause and read it if you just show it. You don't have to like go through it all.
I don't think it's going to be that interesting. I just think the way he characterizes stuff is really dumb. Also, he said, by the way, in one of the DMs, Ethan can share the DMs if he wants. So he gave me permission.
Nice. Well, in that case, let's just shoot him out.
So as you can see on Instagram, I'll try to blast through this. This is our first DM combo. Very first. Would you like to call in on Monday? I know the podcast guys had DM'd you, but I thought I'd message you directly. They sent me the DMs. I understand where you're coming from. It's pretty heated, although I genuinely don't know what or how my comments were bad faith. I'm being totally honest. I don't understand, and nobody will tell me what was bad faith about it. I just keep saying that. I personally be interested in that combo and do promise to keep it good faith and to give you space to talk.
If they constantly are saying that you're bad faith, but they can't give you an example of why you're being bad faith, then most likely you're not being bad faith. They just can't come up with a reason. They can't come up with a defense. That's that debate bro shit.
I mean, that seems perfectly genuine, right? Am I doing you cute? And
being straightforward.
That's it. He says heated implies mutual aggression. Okay, it's like, that's not what I meant, bro.
It's such a debate, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes!
I want to debate. That's not.
Heated implies mutual aggression. I think I would have flipped my shit if somebody would say that to me. I think I would flip my shit if somebody would have said that to me in DMs. Swear to God.
The right word, brother. It's like, come on.
He says it's just a character assassination. It would be from your end of things, as if someone like Keemstar constructed a massive clip show out of every bad thing you had ever done, real or imagined, pulled exclusively from the people who you hate, the whole time pretending he'd unearthed this massive closeted pact full of skeletons, when in reality most of what he's waffling about is either imagined or long addressed. You want it to be settled, but you know it's not settled. You're
all this right here, this is what the common man calls word salad. This right here was a bunch of words that meant nothing. Literally. Yes, jargon. Yes, Mad Max, jargon.
Ask in this is to convince everybody that it is settled, that it is all bad faith. And so far, you've done a pretty good job of convincing people in your audience and people who are fans of yours of that. But I'm here to tell you, you can stop the bullshit because it is not settled by any means.
To say it's imagined or long addressed are two very different things. So one, the imagined, is he saying some of the stuff didn't happen?
Yes.
Because it's things he's saying with his own mouth. There's no like imagined.
He's saying anything about it. He's doing a spaghetti cannon, but his fans somehow are buying it.
Also, it has way more weight to it, what he's said in the past, now that he showed his
You know why? Because most of his fans, they're probably exactly like this. You could say the sky is blue. Me, I'm just going to tell you the sky is blue. Okay? But somebody like Vaush are going to sprinkle in a bunch of pseudo-intellectual pretty words and make the sentence a fuckload longer than what it needs to be. And the dumbass people in his audience are going to go, oh my God, he sounds so smart. I love him. He sounds so smart, so he has to know what he's talking about. This is how dumb these people are. The ones who fall for it.
Drawn child porn on his hard
That's what everyone is missing.
Yeah,
we saw the lolly, bro.
There's a new
we saw
evidence
the lolly.
We saw the
lolly.
That's why we started talking about it.
You and your lollipops can take a hike to Lollipop Guild.
So frustrating, dude. It's not just regurgitating old drama. It's like
new content.
We saw you have child
Can I give an analogy? There's this hotshot detective. He's put away hundreds of cases. He's the best detective of all in LAPD history. It turns out, in one of the cases, they discovered he tampered with evidence. Then all of a sudden, those old cases that were slam dunks where he put people away, and all of a sudden, they don't look quite the same. You have to re-look at it.
Yeah,
that's what's happening, Vaush.
Right.
We're re-looking at it, and we don't like what we see. Thank you. I said I have no reason to assassinate your character. Again, he never explained why would I do that? You call my audience pedophiles, you call me, you call people defending me pedophiles. It's ridiculous per ham content, no drama, slop. This part pissed me off because I was like, bro, don't act above any of that shit. You routinely do the same thing. You cannot high road me on this shit. Yeah. Like, you are a shit stir. You talk shit. You say horrible things about people. Now all of a sudden you're gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna debate you because you know, I'm above all this. No, you're not. You're not. By the way, based? I don't know. That's what they say, right? Apparently, it's cut off. Apparently, though,
Ethan was like, based? That's what they say. Yes, the kids say based. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I don't know why, but they do.
Don't see this myself. You condescended me for thinking we were on good terms. Again, he didn't watch it. He makes that very clear. I did not watch any of it, which it makes me wonder, curious, how can he be so sure everything's in bad faith? For example, his characterization of this is completely inaccurate. He says, you condescended to me for thinking we were on good terms. You can't blame me for that misconception. All of our previous interactions were pretty positive. I didn't condescend him. In the video, he goes, oh yeah, Ethan reacted like this. Like I would ever be friends with that pedo. It's absolutely not in any way. I said, I was surprised that you thought that we were friends. He said, I mean, that's all. So we spoke briefly twice in DM as far as I can recall. Maybe I'm misremembering. Again, I'm trying to be charitable, but but that's all we talked. Look, I don't blame anyone for being suspicious of me. There are a lot of people out there who hate me, and I also have a tendency to put my foot in my mouth. I definitely don't. He put in other things. I'm not going to go there. I definitely don't make things easy for people who want to defend me. I didn't condescend you. I just expressed surprise at the sentiment. I said you're a smart guy, talented speaker, funny, and I'm a fan of your content. I said that several times. Did I say that several times?
Yes.
Thank you. He says, but right now, as poisoned wells and bad faith smears go, your show is actually...
What?
The well is poisoned.
What?
You didn't watch it.
A fallacy right now.
What? But right now, as poisoned wells and bad faith smears go, your show was actually more aggressive in its effort at a character assassination than any weirdo, Nazi, or Keemstar type that has been in the past. Bro. Oh my God. That.
You didn't watch it. You got to go to that well, and you'll find it is purified, gorgeous, Martin-approved spring water.
Martin would definitely drink them as well.
It's got the minerals per. It's got all kinds of good.
What's the
parts per? Yeah, it's bomb. He says it's an effort at character assassination that any weirdo Nazi or Keemstar type has been.
You know what I think
Again,
is
another
funny?
typical execution.
You know what I think is funny? I love it when like people like Vaush and Tipster, which by the way, Tipster, oh my God, I'm probably going to say it again tonight, but I'm sorry, being that I'm on this tip right now, I got to say it. Oh, pun intended. It's funny how you said that about the Locale podcast, about how they fell off. Bro, you have 109,000 subscribers. And you get about the same views as me. Actually, I've been beating you lately. Locale podcast with their, 36,000, 38,000, dominate your views. You don't get to say who fell off. You don't get that right. Yeah, you acknowledge your channel is dead, but you don't get to sit on a high horse and talk about somebody else's channel. When you literally get the views of not even a 10K channel at 109K. You don't get to do that.
Of this excuse that like, oh, well, Nazis and Keemstar said it, so clearly anyone else who shares this opinion is a Nazi or Keemstar. We are so far from good faith to expect it. Thank you, Keem. So differently when I go on would be ridiculous. I literally have no clue how you can call it bad faith. That's why I think there's a conflict to be had. I'm being totally honest here. You know what I mean? We tried to look at the full concept of everything and give thoughtful responses. I don't dwell in the same internet space as you, so perhaps I'm missing or misunderstanding something. Ethan, if you were a fan of my content or whatever, don't you think the appropriate time to get my perspective on this would have been sometime before the surprise 2-hour mega...
It's probably in the next...
Yeah, here. I'll try to smear me. Don't you think your order of events is off? There's new info, though.
No. But also, it's not like that.
No.
It's not like you're close friends and you're going to be like, hey, what's going on?
And also, we didn't just show the compilation that was going around on Twitter. We found the actual links to the original streams and shared those.
That's what really... When I saw that, I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Everyone here spent a lot of time hunting down every single clip, original, like VODs. What? We didn't just... So frustrating.
And before the show, I'm like, am I fucking missing something? Because this is just making it worse. I asked Dan if he could check the most recent ones I found, because I'm like, am I just stupid? Like, this seems worse. And
it's all so bad. He continues, and you've attacked my community and other streamers. Oh, gasp. You've attacked my community. Now all of a sudden,
streamers? You're coming for streamers?
Exactly. He's this principled gentleman. Nobody attacks my community and then asks to debate me. Lollipops. Nobody calls us a lollipop. Now come, children, gather around me.
Stroking as hard and fast as we can.
I'm only sensing a desire for more content and environment which has been constructed to deny me the ability to be taken seriously. I mean, okay. Not sure how me saying I've enjoyed some of your videos suggests I owe you anything like that. He goes, even your language here is dishonest. It's not a matter of owing me anything. If you cared about my opinion on any of this, you would have sought it before doing a big surprise character assassination. That's just not how I would characterize that at all. I understand where you're coming from personally. I think it would be a good combo because I promise you, I don't understand what was bad faith.
Okay, all right, look. In order for him to download that picture into that folder, wouldn't he have had to have looked at that picture to download it on his folder? Wouldn't he have had to have looked at that picture and go, oh, that interests me, to download it in his folder? So apparently, something about that picture interested you enough to download it into your folder. Which means you looked at it. Bro, what?